Yo, listen up. If you've been grinding your ass off thinking hard work alone is gonna make you rich, let me hit you with some brutal truth. It won't. Not even close. And that's why most people hustle all day, bust their asses, chase every side gig, every hustle, every get-rich-fast scheme, and still end up broke, stressed, and wondering why life feels like a trap. The truth is, hard work is neutral. It ain't the money-making engine you think it is. It's just effort. And effort without leverage, without control, without systems, is basically free labor for someone else's dream. And that's the first cold reality most people never want to face. They get fooled by society's grind harder, pay your dues, get that promotion narrative, but the ultra-rich, the people who actually move the needle, they don't play by those rules. They play 10 steps ahead, thinking decades not weeks, creating assets that run themselves, platforms that stack value while they sleep, influence that compounds without them even touching it. And this isn't some BS motivational spiel. This is real wealth psychology, and the kicker is, the moment you realize effort is not equal to riches, the moment you see that your paycheck is just a slice of the game, that's when your brain starts rewiring, because you start asking the real questions. How do I make my work multiply? How do I own systems that pay me whether I show up or not? How do I turn attention, influence, and positioning into straight cash that I don't have to babysit? See, most people get stuck chasing payouts, chasing numbers, trying to optimize every hour like it's currency. But ultra-rich players don't sweat that. They sweat the architecture, the leverage, the networks, the control points that decide who wins and who stays broke. And that's why so many smart-ass grinders never escape the hamster wheel. They confuse motion with progress, sweat with intelligence, effort with freedom, and it's brutal. Because you can bust your ass 24/7 and still be broke if you ain't stacking leverage, if you ain't controlling your own game, if you ain't creating systems that compound advantage. And that's exactly why billionaires think differently. They don't chase cash. They chase ownership, control, optionality, influence, systems that can't be copied overnight, while everyone else is chasing apps, side hustles, crypto pumps, quick flips, and hacks that barely move the needle. And let me drop some real talk. This isn't about being lazy. It's about being smart. It's about understanding the difference between trading time for money and creating money that trades for you. And if you can't see that, you're stuck. It's that simple. Ultra-rich people understand that money alone ain't power. It's leverage, influence, positioning, systems, assets that grow stronger without your constant presence. And that's what creates true wealth. Not overtime, not hustle culture, not some side gig grind. That's why hard work doesn't make you rich. It's just the foundation, the base layer, and everything else. The leverage, the assets, the platforms, the compounding advantage. That's what actually counts. And once you internalize that, you start seeing life through a whole new lens, where every move is evaluated for long-term payoff, every connection for influence potential, every system for scalability, every decision for optionality. And suddenly you stop worrying about short-term income and start playing the long game, the real game, the ultra-rich game. And here's another truth bomb. Most people fear risk because they think losing money is risky. But ultra-rich players know real risk is losing control. It's being dependent on someone else's rules, someone else's platform, someone else's approval. And that's why they build systems, platforms, networks, and intellectual property that can't easily be taken away, that generate leverage and influence whether they show up or not. And this is the mindset shift most people can't even imagine, because they're stuck chasing safe payouts, thinking comfort equals security, when in reality comfort equals captivity. And that's why hard work alone never pays off. Because if you're grinding for money but not for control, you're basically working for someone else's empire. And meanwhile, the ultra-rich are quietly building their own, stacking advantage, creating assets that scale without them, building influence that compounds like interest, owning platforms that generate money automatically. And that's why they don't panic when trends die, apps flop, markets shake, because their game isn't built on hype, it's built on ownership and leverage. And that's the lesson. Stop chasing money, start chasing control, influence, and systems, because that's how wealth actually works. That's how you escape the trap. That's how you become untouchable. And once you get this, your whole perspective changes. Your moves get smarter, your decisions get bolder, and you start thinking in decades, not months, in legacy, not just paycheck, in compounding power, not instant gratification. And I'll be straight with you. This ain't easy, it ain't comfy, it ain't for everyone, But if you're ready to play at a higher level, you'll see the path, you'll see the difference, you'll start building assets, leverage, influence, and optionality. And that's exactly what separates the rich from the rest, the ultra-rich from the grinders, the winners from the busy. And that's why I drop these cinematic breakdowns for you every Wednesday and Sunday, so you can see exactly how they think, how they execute, how they dominate, and start implementing it in your own life. And here's the deal. If you're serious about leveling up, hit that like button, drop a comment below letting me know which part hit hardest, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a single cinematic breakdown of the ultra-rich mindset, the real psychology of wealth, and the blueprint for freedom. Because every week we break down the systems, the thinking, the leverage, and the execution strategies the elite actually use to create wealth that compounds without them. And the sooner you start internalizing this, the sooner you escape the grind, the sooner you start playing the real game, the high-level game. And remember, hard work alone is neutral. It won't make you rich. It won't create freedom. It won't give you leverage, control, or power. It's what you do with your effort, how you multiply it, how you position yourself, how you stack advantage and influence. And that's what separates the winners from the masses, the people living paycheck to paycheck from the ones quietly building empires. And that's why this mindset is critical. That's why every move you make matters. That's why thinking in systems, leverage, and control beats grinding for money every single time. And so, if you're done chasing quick payouts, pseudo-success, and time for money trades, it's time to think bigger, play smarter, stack leverage, build systems, and start letting money chase you instead of the other way around. And I promise you, once you get this, once you adopt this mindset, your life, your finances, your freedom, and your entire perspective on work and wealth will shift completely. So like I said, hit that like button, comment below, subscribe, and stay locked every Wednesday and Sunday for cinematic lessons breaking down how the ultra-rich think, act, and execute. Because this is your roadmap out of the hustle trap into control, influence, leverage, and real wealth. And that's the truth. No one else tells you. So start now, stack your advantage, think like a billionaire, and watch how your reality flips, because hard work alone never made anyone rich, but strategy, leverage, and smart systems do.